I love and care for all the recruiters out there, and I really appreciate for your support and encouragement. I'm gonna do more and more research on my end. I'm trying to get more and more value for you people because I would love to see you successful in this industry. All right. In this video, you are going to understand how you can represent yourself in such a way that you could able to demand more money, right? When you are looking for a job, it is not only you settle down for what company pays you, but how you can actually crack the interview, how you actually demand the money. That's what I'm going to show you over here. And before that, let me take you to my profile, LinkedIn profile, and I'm going to tell you that why you should listen to me. And am I really eligible to tell you how to crack the interview and how you can make more money? I'm going to give you a short introduction about that. All right, let's go back to my LinkedIn profile and let me share it here. And yes, another thing that I have for you is, if you are a job seeker, anything that you could be a techie, you could be bench sales, you could be a BDM, you could be a recruiter, or you are in any different industry. This particular video is going to give you a lot of information and insights. If you implement that, and I bet that is going to change the result of the interview, whatever you are going to give. It is definitely you are going to crack it, because I have dissected it and I have presented it in such a way that it could be easier for you. So before we get into that details, I want you to get a pen and paper so that you note it down whatever you get the input. Okay. And yes, I was talking about the LinkedIn profile that I wanted to take you. So this is my LinkedIn profile is. If you have not connected here, use my first name and last name, and you'll get this profile and we can get connected. All right. So what is that I wanted to show you here? My credibilities, right? So I am in this industry since more than 18-19 years, and my experience comes primarily from Randstad Technologies, where I was working as a recruiter before joining this. This is just to give you some introduction, right? So here, and I was working as a recruiter, then I resigned. Then after I called back and joined Randstad Technologies, and after working there, I got an opportunity to work with Entech Solutions, and I got a chance to lead the team as a director of talent acquisition as well. I worked there for around 4 years. Now, in this period of time, from my jump to as a team lead manager to directly a talent acquisition manager with a very good growth. And how did I do it? And while interviewing people being in this position, what is that I have noticed? What they could have done better? These are the things I'm going to share and explain, which can help you to crack your interviews and present yourself in a better manner. All right. So if you are a job seeker, if you're looking for a job, what is that generally you should be doing? Now, these things which are going to be revealed, these strategies are used by the people who demand more money, or highly salaried people. Okay, top level people, highly salaried people. For them, it is going to be a done deal. And if you are someone, you are just doing general and you want to make more money, use this strategy. Okay, I'm sure you never done it before. I have done it before, and it is the first time I'm revealing that here for you people. All right, let's go in. So there are two types of preparation that generally happens, right? One is planned way of giving interview, another is very general way. So general way is what you are aware of, that we discuss about the duties. Say I have so many years of experience and I have worked with so and so companies, and these are the years. This is where my experience comes in. I worked with so and so technologies. If you are a recruiter, you would say I worked with so and so clients, so on and so forth. And you share your skills, what is that you're good at. Could be sourcing, could be calling, could be emailing, whatever your skills are. If you're a technical person, you talk about back end, front end, whatever you are doing, right? You explain your duties. You talk about your education. You talk about the duration of your stay and what is that you have done. That's what generally what we explain. How many placements we have done and which clients that we worked with, what is the margin we have given. This is what information we give. When it comes to a planned one, what is that all about? Okay, let me close this one here. and general. And if you want to make more money, if you want to crack the interview, you got to provide, you got to give, you're going to present your value proposition. What is value proposition? When you are demanding for money, when you are presenting yourself, right, during your presentation to the interviewer, they should feel that you worth the money that they have budgeted for. Or if at all you are asking for more, how would you show your value and worth during that conversation? That's what I'm going to share here. So how you share your value proposition, there are two different ways. One is you tell a story, and there is another way is you represent before and after strategies. So let me take you how you can use storytelling in representing yourself during an interview or conversation, whatever it is. Okay, now here it is. When you tell your story, what is that all about? Your story has to be in such a way, it means generally you see the movies, right? Once there would be, let's say in a movie, any tragic movie, anything that you see, what is that generally happen? There is some tragedy, there is some adversity comes in, and during that time the family or the people, so many people get into so much of trouble and problems. All of a sudden the hero comes in, he did something after realization, and everything goes better, right? If you have seen Bahubali, you have seen that initially, right, how difficult it was, and after that he became the king, right? So that's how it is. So if you initially it's a problem, then how the solution is, that's what the storytelling is all about. So how it works here is I have prepared a script for you. Now if you are a recruiter, if you are a technical person, you are a developer, whoever it is, you can use this script according to the way you want or wherever you want to fit in. Okay, so let me read it out. Here is how you start. If they ask you, if the interviewer is asking you, okay, tell me about yourself, and why do you think you are the right fit for this position, you can start telling this. Okay, I remember a while ago one of our contracts, you may mention one of our contacts, one of our clients, anything that you can mention. Okay, this is a very general template I have prepared for you. You can just pause this video over here and take a note of it, and you can mold it the way you want. All right, but while telling it, while representing it, by heart it in so well that it should look natural while you are delivering it. It should not look like you are just remembering something. All right, so this is the gist I'm going to tell you after you complete it. All right, so I remember a while ago one of our clients who was facing the problem of, what is the problem? Tell here. Okay, identify the issue here. Then, and it was causing what sort of problem? So this is what the issue, this is what the problem. Okay, and with that, what is the costing involved there? How much money they were losing, or what is that they were not able to make money? Now the contact invited us to sit down and focus on what the real issue was, and together we did this, implemented a solution which led to so and so results and impact it had on their whoever was involved in the contact, right? Now as I'm an influencer, all right, I'm going to give my example. As I'm a influencer, trainer, coach and mentor for recruiting people, recruiting companies. So what I would say, if I need to tell a story, I remember a while ago one of our client was facing the problem of placing their bench candidates who are there on their bench since pretty long time, and that was causing them to pay money for the bench people, and they're losing thousands of dollars every month. Then it happened that we have scheduled a call, and after scheduling the call, the client has explained the real problem, and we both together identified that it is about their process, it is about the sales strategies, it is about the different way of doing things, it is about connecting with prime vendors, it is about email strategies. That's what the primary issue which was stopping them to go to the next level. And once we have implemented the solution, they could able to place more candidates than they were doing before. Now, slowly they started adding more candidates to their bench and they started hiring new people as well. If I have to tell the story, this is how to tell it. The same way you go to tell the story. What did I do? I have taken an example of my past client and I explained it in such a way that it feels like a story where I have articulated their problem. What is that is costing them? What did that we found out? And what is the output is, right? So this is how you explain your information as well. I was working on cop to cop requirements. I was working with implementation partners. I was working with W2. I was working with C2H 1099. That is the duty you do. But what was that actually that you added the value? How the company got benefited? And how did that happen? That's what the story is all about. Understood, people? Very good. So if you may have any questions, put that in the comment box and we can discuss about this. And without stopping here much, let me take you to this. So what is that? So here I have started with what? So there are a lot of candidates and bench candidates. They were not able to, the bench sales recruiter were not able to place them, or if there are a bunch of recruiters and they were getting a lot of requirements, but they were not able to close it. And that's the reason companies are losing the clients and companies was losing the money. What is that? So that's, I was articulating the problem, right? The issues. We're talking about the negativity. So here, let me give you two examples here, right? So it is the example. So for you no need to start it with negativity or issues. Okay, you can start with the issue as the movie starts, right? That first there is a problem, then after the problem the sufferings, and the sufferings there comes realization. After the realization there is a solution. After the solution, that's it, everything is good, right? So the same way your story has to go. Then comes in, everything doesn't have to start with negativity. So you can start with positivity as well, or you can make it in such a way that this negativity, the issues, that become an opportunity for you. So if I have to tell here that, if I have to explain, so as I was connecting with, as we had discussed, a recruiting company, for example, all right, I remember a while ago, there was a client who contacted a recruiting company. They had 30 plus recruiters and 5 different clients, and they were getting a lot of requirements, but because of no closures, they were on a verge of losing their contacts. Then we have done this. Now they were able to place the candidates, and this approach, this solution not only helped them to make more revenue, but they could able to bring more contacts and more clients, and they could able to increase their team size, and they hired the BDMs and they got more clients and they increased the recruiter base as well. So overall, they not only retained their client, but also they have grown financially and employee wise as well. You see, that was a problem, and I made it as an opportunity for them to do something else. The same way you can, while explaining your difficulties, while you're explaining how you have done it, you could articulate it in opportunity wise as well, how it became an opportunity. Understood? After you explain it, you could say, you should not stop, right? After you explain this thing, follow up with a statement. What it means to you is, okay, if after I explain, they have hired bigger team, BDM, this, and now they are doing good. And what it means to you is, if you are facing any of these issues, definitely we could discuss and analyze and strategize, and I'm going to give you a real plan that how we can execute it and which can mitigate your current problem, and it can bring more opportunities for you as well. So let's see what is that going on in your current company, and why don't you just explain me where exactly you think is the problem. You see, that's what I can pitch. Then you may mention what it means to you is that if currently this is happening, I could do this, and we could work together to see where exactly the problem. You could give your solutions. Understood? So this is a strategy about telling a story, when you are explaining about yourself in an interview in a manner of telling a story. Then comes, one is you add everything and tell as a story manner. Second is you can use before and after strategy. What is that? If you get an opportunity to represent yourself in an interview, okay, and you don't feel that you don't want to tell a story, but it's better you tell a story and you include this strategy as well. And I have used this and this as well after I left Randstad and joined Intech Solution. I used both, and here it is better when you show it instead telling. So what did I do? I have created a presentation, and I have taken the CEO step by step how exactly I am going to execute it, and what is the revenue strategies and how much of revenue I can generate, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's what. And if you are someone who would like to demand more money and you won't like to definitely crack the interview, this strategy can definitely help you. So just without not only you tell things, but you show them how on a paper, on a paper you can draw it and you can show that. Okay, that's what I have done. So what is that you're gonna show? Before and after. What is before? Before is how was the condition before hiring you or when you have joined. It is, you can tell these are the scenarios, this is how it was. You can give them few 3 to 5 cases, and while you joined, what was the scenario was. You would say, let's say you are a recruiter, you would say yes, they were working with generally prime vendors, and they were having only 2 to 3 placements a month, and revenue generation pretty low quarter on quarter, what I had noticed, and there is no team coordination, there was no process. You can explain whatever it is while you have joined and when you have joined. Then after you joined, what was the outcome or condition before you left? Meaning, during my departure, I have seen that not only the company has secured their present client, but they could able to get more and more clients, and they could able to retain it. How did you do it? You can mention it. All right. So what is the time it has taken? How much money it has saved? And what is the value that is added? Meaning, what is the strategies you have used? How the internal policies you might have suggested, or did you work with the team properly and you help the team to go to the next level? What is that? You can explain that. All right. Then what else? What are the challenges you have encountered? It's just not about all of a sudden you have a problem and you think of a solution and you executed it, boom, things started working. It won't happen like that, right? So you definitely would have faced some sort of challenges in your day-to-day work, whatever the job you might be doing. So at that point of time, what challenges that you had encountered and how did you overcome it? Okay, because if this is a team problem for you to coordinate and work on certain clients, is that what sort of problems you faced and how did you overcome it? You can explain that if you have really faced it. Then when you had less placements when you have joined, and what was the challenge is that you are getting a lot of requirements and it was not able to covered properly, and people were frustrated, whatever the story it is. I'm just giving an example, okay? I'm not feeding the answer, giving an example, general, what is that happens during that scenario. How did you overcome it? We have team collaboration, we had a process set up, we discussed with the hiring managers, that, A, B, C, D, whatever it is. Then who else will involved? So along with me, there was a senior recruiter and junior recruiters, we had a team manager and the CEO. Everybody worked together to find out and to ensure that how we are going to make this particular quarter or this particular year better. Okay, then how long did it take? See, everything is involved time, right? And this is not something that today you understand, executed, tomorrow you will see a lot of placements happening. So how long did it take? And you definitely share and feel the emotions. For example, you would say, let's say, yes, we had there was a time that a client asked for 5 Java developers and we worked in Saturday, Sunday, and all the weekdays and all of then we have screened good candidates and we have sent it. They interviewed all candidates, and it is the time, because we did not get any feedback, and all of a sudden it was a Friday, and the client said they are going to hire 5 candidates and they want to fill all the position from our company. So that is such a moment that made everybody emotionally happy, and we were so grateful that as a team we did it. I can definitely remember that one of the moments which really made me to feel proud about what I'm doing. See, this is the story I'm telling, right? This is what I mean is, give credit who else is involved in solving the problem. That's what I mean. You are not the only one who can solve the problem. You might have a team member, you might have a junior, you might have a senior, you might have a manager, whoever it is. You give the gratitude that, hey, these are the people really helped me to do that. And how long did it take? And as together, how did you celebrate it? Share that. Then all these, during this thing, this is what is a deal breaker, people. Okay. What did you learn out of this? If you would say that, see, working with a vendor and getting requirements covered, multiple requirements every day, that was something I did not do it before. It was very challenging for me. Initially, I went home with only 1-2 submissions. There was a day that I went with 0 submissions, and I have identified that if I work the way I had been working, definitely I'm not going to be successful. So I have changed my strategy of working. And I have identified that if I don't change my strategy, then I'm going to end up with 0 submissions. So you can share. My point is, during the problem solving, when you have taken a new challenge and you are there to give them solution, you are identifying a solution during this process. If that helped you to understand any of your strength and your weaknesses, say it, right? And that is definitely going to help you to convince the interviewer or any individual per se that this person is not only ready to take the challenges and do the new things, but also any weaknesses it's been faced, it is taken as an opportunity to rework and make that weakness to a strength. And in any situation, if this person gets in, and definitely this person can help us do our things better or solve our problems, right? So this is what the notion generally comes in. And once you have explained it well and you have made it in a transition manner, one by one, step by step, and you have used all the strategies that I have explained, not only you satisfy the interviewer, but also you can end up with an offer. You can demand. This is what the value proposition is. You have shown the value and worth, and with this I demand this much of money because I can solve these problems. You understood, people? And I hope this strategy is going to land you on a wonderful job. And here is my request. If you are a job seeker and you have used this strategy and you got a job, as a token of gratification or token of gratitude, come here once again to the video and put that in the comment that you got a job because of these strategies, because I always want you people to be successful in this industry. That's the reason I'm bringing new things for you people. Because if I keep things to me, if I keep secrets with me, what is that going to happen? In a worst case, other people won't know it, and it definitely not going to help me because I'm not doing it as an employee anymore. And when I die, everything goes with me. That's really which I really don't want. I want whatever I have learned, whatever I have experienced, whatever I have gained, I'm going to give you people back to you so that it can help you when you implement it, and that can make your life, make your job, make your profession easy. Alright? Thank you so very much for watching. This is Suman Pachigulla on a mission to impact 5 million lives through you, through recruiters. Take care and see you in next video.